Hey everybody, it's William Green. Welcome to My Green Pets. It's been a couple weeks. I've been out of town, and my plants have been kind of not getting the same attention that they normally would get. I have a plant sitter, and they came 4 times while I was gone last week, and we're just gonna have a quick look at just what that has done to the plants. I just want to say, you know, they do a great job, but I am always in here and watering constantly, that kind of stuff. So I just want to show you what my plants look like. Only being watered 4 times during the week instead of being watered multiple times a day, every day, like was what I usually do, especially during the height of the growing season. So I've got my jungle sounds going on, courtesy of George Vlad's YouTube channel today. Hopefully that's not going to be too annoying. So let's start out. Let's look at Philodendron Schilleriana here. Check this out. You can tell it is dehydrated. It has lost this leaf, pretty much totally dried up. Still holding on to its new leaves, but man, that is a big change to happen in just a week. The Cattleyas too. Check out the pseudobulbs, how wrinkled they are. And even the leaves themselves have got kind of a wrinkly look to them. So I'm going to have to do some major watering this week to try to get everything rehydrated. Some of them are really, really wrinkled. Check these guys out. See how wrinkled these are. See, because they're trying to put out new growth. Look at that one. They're trying to put out new growth. And so they're already kind of wrinkly even when they're getting plenty of water. So if they're getting less water and right in the middle of that growing season, oof, you're just gonna experience some major dehydration issues. So that's gonna be my goal this week, is just to get everything watered as much as I possibly can. And it's tricky because they still have to kind of dry out. I mean, the roots will still rot if they sit in water. So it's like basically just trying to water as often as I possibly can. As soon as they dry out a little bit, water them again. Hopefully we're going to get them back and plumped up as soon as we can. So let's take a look at our divisions real quick. So we've got Jesse Lee back here, got roots crawling out of the pot. At this point, we've got some new growths happening. You can see back there. Those are looking good. And even the plant that I decided I was going to keep for myself, it was looking kind of ratty, but it actually does have a new growth coming down here as well. So that's super exciting. Got some little Vanda falcatas back here also rooting nicely. Those are going to all be up for auction in about a month, about 2 months. Let's see, the Cattleya's over here. We've got Jose Marti. It's got 3 new growths popping out. That is looking great. Down here. Got this little guy down here. Got another one down there. You can see all those root tips looking a little bit not quite as vigorous as they were. I mean, I'm going to have to get some kind of watering system to really spray these things multiple times a day. That's just the only way to keep them hydrated. But I will be honest, it's nice to let everything dry out for every once in a while, just to, like, I don't know, I kind of see it as a reset. You know what I mean? Like I'm always watering, and sometimes I'm dealing with rot issues because I water so much, and it's just nice to let everything dry out really good and stress them a little bit, and just, I don't know, just know that, like, okay, nothing is overwatered right now. Everything needs water, and just kind of go from there. This little Cattleya Trini. Oh, Trini back here. Hopefully that's going to start growing soon. I don't see any new growths on it yet, but I think that's going to change pretty soon. We're going to see something coming out of there pretty soon. The Rexes are looking really nice. Their growths, I'm really surprised the new growths are getting bigger, much bigger than I thought they were going to get. So I think I was panicking a little prematurely. Tends to happen with me though. The seedlings did pretty well. After a week with only a few waterings, they still did okay. The little roots are still growing along there, so that's good. Yeah, those seedlings, they really are tough. They can take a lot. Here's some other seedlings, and this is an experiment that I'm doing. So this seedling, I've just decided clay pot, no medium. Same thing with this one. Clay pot, no medium. That way we eliminate the whole sphagnum issue. Sphagnum just gets green and nasty, and the roots kind of grow into it, and then they touch it, and then they kind of like they stop growing, you know. So I'm gonna try to give them best conditions that they can have there. I wanted to introduce you to a new plant. Actually, I was visiting family who lives in South Carolina, and South Carolina is where you can find Carter and Holmes orchids. And Carter and Holmes, if you're looking for Cattleya species, they've got a ton of them. All kinds of different ones. They had Warneri, Genmanii, and this guy, Cattleya Gaskeliano. I was super excited when I saw this one. This was the only one that I saw out for sale, so I went ahead and grabbed it. The roots don't look good. It was actually potted up, and I unpotted it to pack it in my suitcase. So hopefully I didn't kill all the roots, although they're not looking too good. But I think even if I did kill all the roots, the plant will be okay. It's got a lot of bulbs, got a lot of leaves there. It's still a seedling, but it's a little closer to being an adult. It's not a really tiny seedling. So hopefully we will have some Cattleya Gaskeliano blooms one of these days. And the reason I got this one is because it's supposed to have really nice fragrance. And it's supposed to bloom around end of May, early June, which is where my birthday is. So it's a birthday Cattleya. Got my paps back here. Hopefully they're doing okay. They look all right to me. Phalaenopsis, the flowers are reaching down to the thing. They're actually touching the dirty floor now. That's not good. So I'm going to try to fish it out of here today. Put it on the kitchen table or something so that I can enjoy it. I think this might be one of those Sogo Yukidon hybrids that they're humongous. The Cattail Orchids really shooting up quick there. Look at that, just 1 week and they have really shot up. Hopefully the others are going to be growing soon. Yeah, it looks like there's a little growth in there. And hopefully the other ones have some growth too going on. And those will be blooming not too long. As soon as those growths expand and open up, you'll probably see the bloom spike right at the top of it. They really bloom well. Okay, all my little Bobo Philum divisions are starting to leaf out. You can see they're starting to root. That is great news. Leaves and roots on the Bobos. Okay. So that is a good deal. Bulbs are a little shrinkly, but that is okay. We're gonna get them all hydrated this week. Little seedlings here. Dendrobium Country Girl, check this out. Hi. Pretty, pretty, pretty. They just bloomed out last week. Looking really, really nice. Love Country Girl. I think I'm going to put Country Girl up for auction too in May. But if you want one right now, Fantasy Orchids here in Louisville, Colorado, they have Country Girl for sale, as well as a lot of different Nobile Dendrobiums. They're expensive though. They're like 45 bucks. New growth on the Cattleyas. Just really nice new growth pushing out. This one I was surprised. I thought it would be opened up by the time I got back, but it just keeps pushing out. It hasn't unfolded yet. It's cool. There's the monster Cattleya Rex with a sheath. Beautiful sheath popping out of there. That leaf is enormous. It's still got a lot to push out. It's pretty. The bulb doesn't even start till it gets down here, and it's going to push all the way up. It's going to be massive. I really hope we get a really impressive flower display out of this one. It'd be nice to have, like, I don't know, 6 flowers, 6 or more. Down here we got little Cattleya Hardiana, and you can see right at the base there, Hardiana has got a new growth. Can you see him? Kind of hard to see. New growth down there on Hardiana. Hopefully that's going to be a nice big one. So Cattleya maxima. Here's Hal. Hi, Hal. Cattleya maxima, we talked about it last week. I was a little concerned because these leaves were turning yellow. Well, it turns out something is wrong. So this pseudobulb is just dead at the base here. Just dead. It's dried up and dead. I don't know why. I don't know if there's something going on at the rhizome. It's rotting things. I don't know, but it's got a new growth coming out down here. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on it. It's putting out tons of roots. So I did kind of wonder if this is actually multiple plants that were kind of potted all together as seedlings. So I don't know, we're going to see. This side of the plant looks okay, but I'm definitely going to be paying a lot more attention to if the bases seem all wrinkled and dried up like that other one. Not quite sure why that would happen. Not a good thing though. Hal is kind of suffering from the dry week as well. You can see his bulbs are really wrinkled up down there. So we're going to work on getting him rehydrated this week. Hopefully. He actually looks like he's going to drop this leaf. This one too is looking a little yellow. But luckily the Bobo's here on the side. God, this is... I'm so sorry. Camera work today. Got my Bobo Philums, a little Cattleya here. It's got a couple blooms that are buds that look like have continued to grow, so that's great. And then the Cattleya has new growths on it, pushing out too. Kind of seems to have done all right. Cattleya's looking great. They haven't, of course, been watered since December and into December. And got big, nice new growth in this Wine Delight. Desert Davidson's got a growth here. Another Wine Delight growth down here. Another one down here. This is the one we're waiting on. We're trying to see if this is actually going to sprout or not. It should. I mean, that's definitely enough of a bulb to produce a sprout, but it seems to be taking its time. And this little guy, he's got a little bulb. He's got a little growth on the side here too. Down there. So, yeah. Sorry, it's kind of a whirlwind. I'm just kind of excited and looking at everything. I'm going to get to watering everything. Hopefully we'll get everything kind of rehydrated this week and back on schedule for growing and blooming. And I'm going to look into getting that Mist King misting system ordered and ready to go. So that is all for my green pets this week, guys. And I will be updating on Instagram as well with some photos and just a few more details about what I see in here, what's going on. Alright, okay guys, you take care, have a great week, and we will see you next time right here on My Green Pets. I'm William Green. And remember, high hopes, Zero expectations. We'll see you next time.